Okay, good afternoon. We are at San Francisco International Airport, and we will be departing in the F-15EX Strike Eagle. Let's get rolling. We're heading for Sacramento, and we're going to take the route of the we'll just go ahead out here and we'll show you we're going up. Well, it's hard, doesn't show you any of the waterways, inland waterways. It's just all green, which it does that. But if we have a little trouble after we get to Sacramento finding Mather, we will be able to look at that. Here's San Francisco International. There's Mount San Bruno back there. The sun is behind us, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. We will be going up the steamboats. The paddle wheelers, the Delta King and the Delta Queen. They got to where they could do it in about 10 to 12 hours between San Francisco and Sacramento, and they'd do it overnight. They'd leave at 6 o'clock at night and get it at 6-7 o'clock in the morning on either end. So here we go. Take the brakes off and head up the bay and then up the river. Right there is Hunter's Point.
Caution, the Airbus A20N landing runway 28 left. Clear to land runway 28 right. United 2684 Heavy number 2 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Windcom caution, the Airbus A20N landing runway 28 left. Clear to land runway 28 right. Clear to land runway 28 left, Regency 9er 2-3 Heavy. United 9er 4-9er Heavy, you are not clear to land.
Alcatraz
Clear the runway.
and Angel Island.
Clear to land runway 28 right number 2 generic 0 Papa Alpha.
Angel Island right there.
Regency 9er 2-3 Heavy number 3
Tiburon.
Follow the aircraft on final.
Sausalito right over there.
Generic landing runway 28 right. Clear to land runway 28 left. Clear to land runway 28 left number 2 Horizon Air 2149er Heavy.
We gotta get signed off of here.
Runway 28 right number 2
There's the Richmond San Rafael Bridge.
San Francisco Tower, strike 9er 0 frequency change.
And we're up in the San Pablo Bay. We'll head around the corner here to the Carquinez Straits. Straight ahead is Napa. And we'll get a little break from the, there's Mount Diablo right in the background. And we're coming up here, there's Bayview, and you can see the Carquinez Straits right here. Vallejo and Benicia. San Jose was the first state capital of California, and Benicia, which is right here, and Vallejo. Benicia and Vallejo. I think Vallejo is number 3. And here we go through the Carquinez Straits. This is Carquinez. That's Crockett across the river there. Right through the Carquinez Straits. And over in here is Bayview and Pittsburgh. And then Port Chicago is right along in here. right along in here, Port Chicago, right there, it's Port Chicago, and there's the moon reflection, and again we're getting up here to Pittsburgh, and right there's Bay Point. Bay Point is right there, and the next would be Pittsburgh, and then right here there's a little slough here that's called New. So you got Port Chicago, and you got Pittsburgh, and then you got New York Slough is right in here, and then we're going to get back to the Sacramento River. If we go straight, we would be, there's New York Slough right there. If we go straight, we'd be in the San Joaquin River going to Antioch right over there. And here's the here's Sherman Island, and this is where the Sacramento River goes right in there, and the wind is really rips across here, and that's where they do the kiteboarding. Here's Decker Island right there, and we're right here by Rio Vista. Is right over here. There's a state park right back there on the Delta. There's Rio Vista. Then we cut to the right to Ileton. And Ileton flooded back in 1970, and so this was all underwater. And that's the Sacramento River going off that way. We have another little slough right here called Steamboat Slough, and so that became a shortcut for the steamboats. Then we come up after Island, we come up to Lock is going to be right here, and the steamboats just chugged right along here. There's Lock right there, and we pull around and follow the river over a little bit. We just kind of cut across here, and there was a Chinese community there in Lock. It was an interesting little area. There's the deep water channel. There's Cortland right there. Deep water channel in the distance, where this deep draft steamship, not steamships, but cargo ships go at this point. So we will go a couple of little towns that we go by here in Franklin, but this is the old steamboats right along here. So there's Clarksburg, and then there's the Sacramento Executive Airport is right there, and then we'll just slow down a little bit so we can just see the deep water channel comes in here, and I imagine they load and unload rice. Not unload, they load up all the rice that this is I-5 that's coming right along here. This is probably Highway 50 going across, and what we're getting set up to do here is right near Old Town. Down here, I don't know the names of the bridges, but right in between the bridges here is this old paddle wheeler right there. That's the Delta King, and the Delta King and the Delta Queen were almost identical. The Delta Queen operated over on the Mississippi Delta, and I may have retired. And this is now the Delta King is a boutique hotel, and this is downtown Sacramento right here. We're going to Mather, which is probably right about up over there. We're going to follow the American River, so we'll take this off and shoot up the American River. Of course, the Sacramento River goes on up to Redding, and there's where the headwaters are, up at Mount Shasta, the headwaters. So we're heading out here. We're slowing down here, so we'll be able to land at Mather on the American River, just off the American River. So here we'll bring in the chart, and we'll be able to see looks like we aren't on here yet. I can't see our aircraft. Should be right along in here. Yeah, I think I see it. Yeah, I think there we are right there. Okay, get the power back. Put the gear down and the flaps down. See our runway is kind of dark. And we'll get in behind. Here we go. A little speed brake. Get it down to 150. Better put that away. Yeah, a little skip. There we go. Flaps up. Brakes. So this is where that Cirrus flies out of here. And this was an Air Force base that turned into a civilian air base. There's no tower here, but you call in on the Unicom. And report your position, so other aircraft will be aware that you're in the area. We don't do that because the other aircraft can't see us. We can see them, they can't see us. Okay, that's your Delta cruise in the F-15. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll cruise in here someplace. We'll find a little place for our maintenance here. We'll pretend we're right back in here. We've got a secret spot for ourselves. There we go. And let's go inside. There we go. The hatch open. I've looked for an autopilot, but I haven't found one yet. Probably these are the autopilot here, but I haven't tried it out with this machine yet. Maybe I'll get to that, because I definitely need an autopilot to get around and to talk and all that stuff. Anyway, thanks for riding along, and we'll sign off. Bye bye.